I always felt like I'll fight anybody because everybody was the enemy, you know, and now I'm here without nothing, away from everyone, and I really took the time to find out, you know, who the enemy was, and it's not that it was the enemy, it was the enemy. The enemy.
Oh, what the fuck, I know that.
The inner me.
Where is he?
Sometimes you'll realize the true you is the enemy. You know, one thing I've learned being here, my spare time, I really found myself doing a lot of, you know, one-on-one connecting, like praying and, you know, putting everything in perspectives between me and God. Something I haven't done in a long time. I guess whenever I decide to shave the beard, that's when I'll probably put Kimbo at rest. But would Kimbo ever be at rest?
I'm not gonna lie, I never knew he was a fighter, because if you know, you know, he was on a Drake and Josh movie before, but that's crazy.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's brought to you by
The Unnoticed Podcast.
Is that Chris?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast that goes unnoticed.
Welcome back to the spot. Don't make it hot. We love you, even if you love us not.
And welcome to episode 143. Shout out to all the listeners on Spotify, our podcast, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Patreon.
And guys, today we're gonna start. You know, usually we do the weekly recap, and he usually starts, but for some reason he wants me to start this day. I don't know why, because I suck at intros. As you guys could already tell, I'm fucking up.
Nah, don't worry, bro. Don't worry. I guess one question that I want to ask you, because I asked my mom this a couple days ago.
Wait, wait, hold on. So you're asking the question first, then I'm doing the weekly recap?
Yeah.
Oh,
just so you know, I can fucking break the ice, bro, because I know you hate actually, like, I guess, maneuvering the beginning of the pod.
Initiating the conversation. Yeah, kind of.
I know I've asked you this before, but I kind of forgot. I don't know if you have another one, but did you ever have, like, a broke meal or, like, a broke, like, snack?
You did ask me this before.
Okay.
Sopa marucha is, like, I feel like it's basic.
Okay.
But another thing that I love, that I feel like it's, I mean, as of right now, it's not really considered a broke meal because eggs are so fucking expensive right now. But just hard-boiled eggs with sal and limon and Valentina. I mean, I feel like that's a meal to me. Like, with like a good, like, 4 or 5 eggs, just like cut up in 4s with the fucking limon and Valentina. That shit's fire as fuck, bro.
Okay, so something that I didn't know that my mom used to do, maybe other Hispanic parents used to do this as well. So growing up, my mom wasn't really the wealthiest. She was more on the side of poverty. And it was always a privilege to eat like meat, pan dulces, shit like that, right?
I have one though, but you go.
Okay, so my mom told me that, and she used to give me this, or give my other siblings this as well too, but when she did, like, when they couldn't afford like the conchas, like the pan dulces and shit like that, they would get like a piece of bread. They would put butter on it and then put sugar.
Oh yeah, I had that before.
So I didn't know that was considered like a broke meal, because I was like, like, when did you learn how to do this? And she was like, oh, it's because we couldn't never afford like pan dulces and shit like that. So that's one of my broke meals that I used to eat a lot back in the day, because my mom introduced me to it, and recently I've been having that here and there whenever, because I haven't had it since like 2012, bro.
It's fire.
So I tried it again on, like, I toast like a bagel, put like butter and then sugar, and it tastes mad good.
I had that before too, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I feel like that's like I guess specific people, like parts in Mexico, maybe do that and shit. I don't know if that's just a Mexican thing, but I've done that before. But a staple, like, I guess, broke meal, I didn't consider it a broke meal at the time. Like,
okay.
I mean, even if it's a broke meal, I'll still fuck that shit up any day. And it sounds so basic, bro, when I tell you what it is. But me, as a kid, as a jit, bro, I love this shit. Every time my mom said it, bro, I would get so fucking hype. And I'm pretty sure that was like when she was down bad and shit, right? So it's called tacos de aguacate con queso. That's literally all it is, bro. Just a tortilla. You fucking obviously do it. You slice some avocado, put it inside the tortilla. You slice some cheese, put it in there, and you just wrap it up and eat it.
Oh, no frying, just like that?
That's
Sure, like
it.
that?
Just like that, bro. Just like that.
Even just tortilla with queso fresco, that's considered. Well, I don't know if that would.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if that's considered a broke meal, but like sometimes I would have that too.
Exactly. It's basically that with avocado.
Okay. Okay.
And yo, like I said, I literally love that shit, bro. I could eat that shit literally tomorrow if I like, let's say go to the store and get that shit. I would enjoy that shit, bro.
Not gonna lie, I was never really a fan of just tortilla with like queso fresco.
Really?
So surprisingly, no. My sister loves that shit, bro. Still to this day, she loves that shit. But for some reason, even as a kid, I never really got into it, or I just never really liked it.
I used not some of the time, like my mom wouldn't use like the actual queso fresco. You're talking about like the circle, right?
Yeah.
Nah, she wouldn't use that one, even though like as we got older, she started doing that. But it was mainly it's like, I think it's called like tropical, like the brand of the cheese. Is,
it has like it has
like blue. And
yeah,
it's
it
like
has
a
like a
sunset,
sun and I think a tree or something.
like palm trees or something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That she would slice that up.
I think my mom uses that for quesadillas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's queso de freír, like, or
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean that for me that kind of tastes like Parmesan, or I don't know what. Yeah, little like those cheese sticks or whatever. That's kind of what it reminds me of, or it tastes like to me.
yeah, it's like mozzarella. Or
Yeah.
It was so fire, bro, and that was, bro. That's a broke meal, bro. If you think about it, bro. Like the cheese is probably like $4. Avocados they're a little expensive, but in total, you could get that meal for $12 and probably feed like 3 people, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and a valid way, you know, because I mean it was me, my brother, my mom, and that was enough for all of us and shit to eat good, you know. And yo, that was valid as fuck.
No, I agree.
That was random. How come you had that question though? Like,
Oh, because I randomly just asked because I had the urge to eat that bread, and then I asked my mom like, how come we used to eat it back in the day, or like what made you want to eat it?
and you know what's crazy? We're still probably gonna do those things, even though we're not like gonna be broke and shit.
Oh hell yeah!
But it's just like let's like some warmth behind it, bro. I feel like it's like comforting and shit.
Yeah,
Eating those types of meals.
It did bring me back some nostalgia vibes, because I don't know, I guess just those times were more peaceful or whatever. And speaking of which, I don't know why, but a couple of days ago, maybe like I think it was like a week or two. I don't know how long ago it was, but it was whenever we was down in my basement doing merch, right? And when we were eating the burgers, basically the post that I posted on my Instagram story.
Yeah.
I don't know why when we were listening to that song, I felt at peace, but also I had that moment of like, damn, like we're really here doing the merch, eating good, and this is for our supporters. Who knew we would make it this far type shit? Even though it's not a lot, but like, I was like, who knew we would be doing this? Obviously, you knew. You believed in it, but I never thought it would get to that point. But
Nah, and I mean, no, even though I cause guys, when he says like, oh, I knew it and shit, it's like
you believed more than I did.
I like believed in ourselves, but I get those moments too, you know, like where you kind of just you're present as fuck in the moment, and you're just like, damn, bro, like I'm really here, like this is really where my life took me, you know, like 25 years in the making, and I'm here.
And I haven't had that in a long time, but for some reason I just had it that specific moment,
bro. And the thing is, it's like it be coming in the most like randomest of times, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel like when low key, that's a high feeling for me, bro. I'm gonna beat that ass.
I could agree. I could agree.
It's like those posts where you see on TikTok or like Instagram, whatever, and it's like what nostalgia feels like, and in that exact moment is like that. It's like you just feel like so in there, and you're just like you're just chilling, like I know exactly what you mean, bro.
Yeah, bro. But that's basically just how I felt like past couple of days.
I actually got that like not like 30 minutes ago.
What?
That feeling.
Really?
Yeah, because
doing what? Like what?
we finally started like getting stuff for the house, like decorating and shit. I feel like we've been like,
Oh, is that why you finally put that up?
yeah, because we got the fucking pins. Like we've been procrastinating on getting fucking thumbtacks.
Yeah.
But like specific thumbtacks to where like they're kind of heavy duty, so like they don't like just fall off and shit.
Okay.
But
You have more of those?
yeah,
Look at my need.
but we put, there's a vision board and shit behind the fucking camera and stuff. You guys can't see it, and we wrote more stuff on it, and Abby even wrote stuff, and there's fucking coloring and shit because Julia was like fucking around scribbling on it, and like that was low key a special moment. I feel like it was like kind of a bonding moment.
Yeah.
Because I feel like me and like my family and shit, like Abby, Julia, Isabella, like we're always on like go, that it doesn't, like we sometimes don't even have a chance to just like
Relax.
sit down and really enjoy our moment together. And I feel like a time where we actually experienced that a little bit was when we were doing that and shit. You know, we were like chilling, even though Julia, she's sick, bro. Yo, fucking weak ass immune system, but she was, you know, like not comfortable and shit, but it was still valid as fuck, bro.
And I'm seeing she put her own little thing up
Oh
there
yeah.
too. That's mad cute.
Nah, yeah, and it's probably gonna get moved, like, but I'm actually trying to decorate the house now, bro. Like, I feel like I've been putting it off for so long now.
Yeah.
We've been like shopping, I guess you could say. Like, I feel like that's part of my weekly recap. We have been like shopping and stuff, and like buying stuff for the house, buying stuff for ourselves, and you know, I got Abby stuff and shit. Like, I spoiled her a little, and I feel like she deserves it. I feel like I don't talk about that enough, and because I was thinking about it, I don't know what I was thinking about, but I was just thinking about, if let's say right now, what would be my speech for a big accomplishment, right?
Yeah.
Let's say right now we got an award, or let's say we got 100K or a million subscribers, something big, right?
Yeah.
What would be a speech?
Yeah.
And like, what would I say? And like, I just started thinking of it, and it's like, obviously I would say shout out to the supporters for you know, making us who we are and stuff. Obviously shout out to you, because I mean, it's both of us doing this shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to my family, but like, I started thinking about it, I'm like, shout out to Abby too, you know? Like, I feel like I don't show Abby as much appreciation as I should, because bro, right now she's watching the kids and shit, you know? Right now I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to even think about it, because she's there and shit. And you know, even though like that technically is her job, I feel like she's doing a good job as a mom and shit. Like, you know, and I don't say it like, I don't even remember the last time I've said that. And I know like she doesn't hear that often from me. So, you know, I just want to say that like recently I've been noticing how much Abby actually does and shit. You know, and I low-key was a little bit ungrateful before, because I wasn't paying attention to the little things, but bro, we're a team. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're really a team. Like, whenever I'm in the other side of the country in California and shit, I don't have to worry about my kids because of Abby and shit, you know? And it's just valid. I feel like it's just valid and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. Low key breaking. What's that word? Is it generational? It's not trauma, isn't it? Or
What do you mean though?
because I've always, well, I wouldn't call it generational trauma, but like I've never seen you be lovey-dovey like that.
That's what I'm saying.
From all this entire time, bro, like that I've known you, I've never seen you be a lovey-dovey person, bro.
Bro, because like, I mean, I love Abby, bro. Like, and I feel like recently, like, it's just been more like, it's been, I feel like, I know, guys, it sounds so weird. I don't know like why it sounds so weird, but like, we've been together for mad long now. But it feels like now it's like we're getting like, I feel like we're just maturing, you know?
Okay.
She's being more mature. I'm being more mature. We're starting to really realize, you know, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I really do believe that reality TV shows like Love is Blind, like Temptation Island, like all those shows, bro, I'm not gonna lie, they make you think about your own relationship, bro.
Okay.
In a positive light, because you see what the stupid shit that people do on those types of shows.
Okay, like what?
Like, for example, when people talk about communication,
Yeah.
and then wait, what? Why,
No,
why are you laughing?
It's just funny, bro.
The fuck?
Don't worry, just go. Continue.
when people talk about communication and shit, and it's just like, bro, but they could have just handled it this way, and then we start to think about it, and it's like, we could use that in our own shit.
Oh, because that's what I was gonna say. Well, whenever y'all watch it, do y'all break it down or like do y'all pause and be like, yo, like, is this us or do we need to do this shit too or
Like, we don't literally say that, but we're like, oh, but if it was us in that situation, that wouldn't happen.
yeah.
Or like, these people are so stupid. Like, if I was in that situation, what would you like? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
we put ourselves in those scenarios, and like, we try to basically like do, like, I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like, we learn from it. That's what it is. We learn from other people's mistakes in their relationships in those specific shows, and then we fucking use that to our advantage, bro.
You see the camera?
Yeah. Just tilt down the screen a little bit. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I can see it. Wait, it's recording, right?
Yeah, it says record.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Why? Because it's blinking?
No, because I couldn't see it.
Yeah, it's recording.
Oh, blah, blah, blah.
It looks different when it's not recording. But yeah. I mean, that's mad funny, bro.
Wait, why is that funny?
Because like I would never expect that. Because whenever I kind of
Bro, I'm getting older, bro. I'm maturing, bro. This is bound to happen. You know that, right?
You're right.
Bro, because it's like I'm trying to like grow as a person. It sounds so weird that I'm talking like this, right?
It's not weird though.
Nah, but like, I don't usually talk like this. I'm usually mad retarded, you know, like stupid. Like,
Yeah.
I say stupid shit. So it's like when I say stuff like this, you know, I'm being dead ass. Yo, but guys, I'm being so dead ass though. I feel like I'm slowly growing into a different person, and Abby is too. So it's fire that like we're both like growing together.
Nah, yeah.
Yo, and it's cool, you know, like we're becoming better parents, better everything, and it's just fire, bro. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And also I think about it, I'm like, bro, she was like with me since like we were down, you know, like,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying we're like up like crazy, but she was there before that, you know? And she doesn't even think about that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fire.
Probably give it a couple years. I don't know when this will happen, but like, cause I know people want to see it. Just give it a couple years, and Abby's gonna be on like a guest on the pod. I just want to see how like everything's gonna be, bro.
It'll probably be mad funny, bro.
It will be mad funny as shit.
Especially if you like, cause I know like, bro loves like, I feel like you love stirring the pot.
Rage bait.
Like fucking being what's that fucking word? Antagonize? Like no.
Instigator?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like bring up like a couple questions.
I'll definitely gonna bring up a couple questions in that episode.
But what about your like weekly recap? Like
Weekly recap just revolved around working and just spending more time with my sister.
mm-hmm.
Just small things here and there.
Yeah, I think you were like, I think even last episode or maybe 2 episodes ago, you're saying that you're getting closer to your sister or something.
Yeah. I mean, my sister, I feel like I've been going that relationship for like I think a year or two and shit, which has been growing a lot. And yeah, I'm not gonna bore you guys with all the little details and shit because I'm not gonna lie. For the past 2-3 weeks, nothing really interesting has been happening. Just the same kind of the same schedule. Wake up, work out, sleep, work, edit. Like just those 4 things in rotation, bro. Like I really want to start my streaming shit, but there was a family situation that happened, and that kind of fucked up my whole flow. And also like again, I've been very open about talking about certain problems on the pod and shit like that, but as the podcast continued and shit, I just don't want to talk about certain things on camera. Like I'm not gonna talk about certain family shit that I'm not comfortable talking about on camera. I'm never gonna talk about like my relationship problems on here either. Even though like you already know that I'm single, but that's all you're gonna get. Even if I get into another relationship, y'all probably see it on my Instagram and shit, but I'm never really gonna talk about it unless it's something worth talking about.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I feel like you guys are gonna understand that, you know, like there's I mean we're really open with you guys, but obviously we have boundaries and shit.
Yeah, but my week has just been revolved around focus on wanting to like start the streaming and shit. I'm already looking into, I guess, equipment on PC parts, where I want to move certain cabinets, if I want to remove certain cabinets, where I want to move my bed, where I want the setup to be, lights, all that shit, shelves that I want to build. So it's gonna slowly come together, and I definitely think that what's today's date?
By the summer?
Nah. Definitely before that. I think definitely before my brother's birthday, which is like mid April. I should have my actual setup in.
And guys, bro, we have been talking about the change of setup.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
But guys, trust, it's coming. It's coming, guys. We're not bullshitting. It's coming. It's just that we have to, money doesn't grow on trees, guys. And we're not the fucking wealthiest and shit. Even though, whatever YouTubers, oh my gosh, get so much fucking money. It's not like that, guys. Yeah. So it's coming together, slowly coming together. So you guys just have to wait on that, and you guys are gonna notice it instantly. It's gonna be like a what the fuck type of moment. Like, yo, when did this shit change?
We're not gonna make no announcements or anything. You're just gonna pop up on the YouTube video and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, from one episode to another, you're gonna see the crazy change. Maybe even like we look different. Like, who knows? Like, but guys, that's happening.
Yeah.
Yo, and speaking of looking different, one thing that I have been contemplating is my hair. I know I mentioned to you like off camera, but guys, I've been like thinking about my hair, and like I don't know, like
tell them what you want to do.
I don't know what the fuck to do with my hair.
Yes, you do.
I know, like I know what I want to do with my hair. Like I'm gonna cut it off and shit. Like not full buzz cut, but buzz cut. I want it at a specific length where I'm not like you can't see my fucking scalp, But I'm gonna have like really short hair. And I'm just thinking about doing it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I feel like I'm a like
you know what you remind me of right now?
Like what?
Like a fucking girl whenever she wants to decide on cutting her hair short, dyeing it, or keeping it like the same length, or not dyeing it.
Bro, it's just annoying because like every morning I have to like fix this shit, and it's like
you can't just put water and call it a day.
Bro, trust me, that's not how my hair works, bro. I feel like, bro, like my hair sometimes doesn't cooperate, sometimes it does, and I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. I think it's because of the hairstyles that I went, bro. I think having the mullet, going from there to now, like I should have low-key just stayed with my mullet, bro.
Wait, but you low-key still have a mullet though. What do you mean till now?
Nah,
what are you talking about?
Nah, I don't. Only because like the sides are cut right here.
And all that was like
full, yeah.
Oh,
so if like I wanted to grow it out, it's gonna be like a weird process too, bro.
And you don't want to go do that again?
And I think I just fucked it up, bro. I think I should have just stayed with the mullet.
Oh my gosh, it's literally the blonde hair all over again.
But guys, I am cutting my hair. I'm already decided. It literally happens every year. Guys, it literally happens every year, or every like 2 years I fucking cut my hair off. But I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna have it a certain way. You guys are gonna see it. I feel like it's gonna look good. I feel like I'm gonna look good, so I'm doing it, guys. What would you do? Like, what do you think? Type of thing. So recently, Mr. Beast, he had a kind of like a reunion.
Okay.
Did you see it or no?
No.
He had a reunion. You see how he had those fucking real life Squid Games type of shit where or the bro, like it's a bunch of fucking contestants.
Yeah, the Beast Games.
Yeah, exactly. And there was a bunch of drama revolving around certain challenges because either a person was too selfish or a person trusted too much.
Okay.
Or whatever. But I remember a couple people got hate, and I think he was in the reunion, and he was basically saying how like he doesn't give a fuck about any of the contestants. That he basically said that shit, like like how he doesn't give a fuck about the other contestants, how they wouldn't know what he has going on in his situation and shit, and how he wouldn't pick anybody sitting here over his family any day. Like he wouldn't.
You were not in my shoes. I said it before, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it loud for the people in the back. I will never, ever, ever choose any of them before my family. Period.
Wow. This is a good reunion. Oh. We're having fun.
Wow, I did not expect it to get that heated that soon.
Okay.
So it's like, if you were in like one of those games and shit, or like, do you think he's wrong or
He's right. I'm taking whatever money, whatever big money there is. I'm taking everything. Fuck that. I got my own life to worry about too, bro. I'm being that ass.
Oh shit.
Bro, that motherfucker's right. Fuck that shit. Like, if it was, again, unless I know somebody, like, unless it's you in there, I'll try my best to, like, work together as a team, like, on the low.
Yeah.
But if I end up winning, I'll split it with you or some shit. But, again, if I don't know nobody in those games, it's all, like, it's literally, everybody's just putting up a front, bro. In reality, nobody gives a fuck about everybody else, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm being so serious. Like,
they're just being selfish about themselves.
or maybe I'm just being selfish and I'm going through like that whole the sin of greed or whatever. But I do have my own family and shit. And if it was between me and somebody else, are you picking the 100K or are you splitting it? I'm picking the 100K, bro. The fuck?
Yo, I feel like, you see, I feel like it depends. It depends
On what?
It depends the situation, right? So like, let's say, it's either get 1 million.
Okay.
Let's say there's 4 people. Let's say there's 4 people and shit, and it's either I'm deciding, right? I'm the decider or whatever.
You get the million or you split it 4
split
ways.
it 250,000. You see, in that situation, like
I'm keeping the mill.
in that situation, I feel like
Don't lie, bro. Don't lie.
I'm being serious. I think I would split it.
Damn, so am I just a greedy fuck?
You know, I would split it, but I feel like, you see that that's maybe me being a little bit like what's the word? Naive.
Uh-huh.
Because maybe if somebody else was deciding,
They wouldn't do it.
they wouldn't split it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's mad hard, bro. It's like you can't decide, and it's the same shit. Cause I know you've seen this before, but when streamers, they do the split or steal
Oh yeah, of course.
on camera and shit. For those of you who don't know what the fuck that is, basically some streamers, what they do is kind of like a game show too.
What is it? It's an actual game show. It's an actual show.
Oh well, there you go. It's a fucking actual show, and people like could write on their fucking notepad or on a fucking board and shit. They could either write split
Or steal.
or steal. If they both write split,
They don't
they
get
split.
shit. Oh no, yeah,
they
yeah,
split the
yeah,
money.
Yeah.
But if one person writes split and the other person writes steal, that person that says steal
Yeah.
gets the money. If they both write steal, nobody gets the money and shit. So I seen a lot of fucking
Streamers.
do it, and like the person is so fucking annoying when like a person who writes split and then the other person writes steal, and it's kind of like I got you like kind of thing, and it's just like, damn, bro, motherfuckers could have easily split that, and sometimes it'd be like $10,000, split that shit 5,000. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
bro, like come on, and then you put your trust into the other person, and it's GG's, bro. They
But at the same time, like, you can never trust everybody though. I feel like, again, people
fucking rats.
people put up fronts. They be like, yo, like split it, because if I was there, I would split it too. Like, come on, like they lie so bad to the point where like, yo, this motherfucker's being like truthful as fuck, and then you believe them. You be like, I bet you. All right, let's split, and in reality, they're gonna steal.
I'm not gonna lie, if I was the streamer though, I'd be on some like rash. I'd be like damn, not because if obviously you're watching it and shit, and you're seeing how like low key you're believing the fact that they're gonna split,
Mm-hmm.
and then somebody does some rat shit, I'm gonna be like, nah, I don't respect it, bro. I wouldn't respect it.
Why? It's the game.
Nah, bro, because it's like, bro, sometimes you're just like, you're being too much of a rat, bro. Like, you're ODing, like,
How's that OD?
bro, because let's say like,
So if
it's,
I was up there, right, and you was watching the show, would you want me to split or steal with the person in front of me? Or someone you knew was in that show?
it depends the amount, bro.
No.
It depends the amount. If it's like you're splitting $1,000, I'm stealing the $1,000.
So what the fuck is the difference between 1,000 and 10,000?
Because it's the amount. What do you mean? There's a big ass difference.
Yeah, well, I'd rather have 5,000 or 10,000. I'd rather have 10,000.
Yeah, but like, what if the other person needs 5,000? They don't need like $500. Like,
All right, I'll ask them like, yo, like, because I feel like majority of the time, some people just fake their stories or they end up just gambling most of the money and just end up being broke. It depends on. All right, it depends on the reason. On their reason. If it's a valid reason, I'll split it.
You know, this is kind of like a good angel, like bad devil type of situation, bro. Because I low key agree with you. Like, maybe I should just be greedy, bro.
Because
fuck them, right?
People are gonna fuck you over regardless.
Fuck them, right?
Yeah.
Yo,
fuck them.
It's crazy, bro. I feel like everybody has this mentality, and it's low key bad, bro. Is it bad or is it good?
Low key, it's bad because it's sin. You're being greedy.
But everybody has this like fuck everybody. I only care about myself type of mentality, bro. And I don't know where like low key that just might be a New York thing though, guys. Again, because
because that show started in the UK, bro. That just started in the UK, and there's a lot of people that steal that shit. Obviously.
People are just fucking rats, bro. It is what it is, bro. It's either you get eaten or you eat.
I'm gonna eat, respectfully. But speaking of rats, right, or fucking scammers. So I don't know if you've seen recently. There's this new
scam.
Not scam, but there's this new documentary around Stan Lee that's gonna come out.
Oh, I've seen like the trailers.
Did you see the clip? Or you just seen the trailer?
I just seen like trailers, but I usually just skip it. I'm fucking
okay. So I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna explain to you what it is. So there's this guy. I believe his name is Jonathan Bowl something. Let me just get his name right. Oh, his name is Jonathan Bowlerjack. Apparently, he was like Stanley's assistant whenever he was towards like the end of his life or whatever. And basically, the documentary is saying, or it's about the dark side of Stan Lee, like the I guess the elder abuse that he went through during his final stages in life,
like exploited type shit.
Exactly, he was getting exploited, stuff like that. And there's a bunch of video evidence that this guy, his assistant, has that he's gonna drop with interviews of certain people, comic writers, them being interviewed and shit like that. But there's like a kick to it. In order for him to release the documentary, he's asking the public, the people, $300K to drop this. Like apparently he's gonna use this on like a set stage, like makeup, shit like that.
No, hold up. What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. And the thing that doesn't really sit right with me is, why didn't he just come out with this earlier when he was alive if he knew this was going on? And
bro is no better than
the people that exploited him, because he's basically exploiting Stan Lee, his death or whatever, by saying, oh yeah, he was abused, here's a documentary, but you gotta pay a certain amount for us to release it.
Bro, if he actually cared about like the shit that he went through,
he would have just dropped it.
No money. He could have done that shit on YouTube or something.
Exactly.
Like done it by himself.
But it's not going to be on YouTube. I think it's going to be like on some website. I don't know which exactly website it's going to be, but
you know what I'm trying to say? Like he could have easily just done the video by himself, like edited everything together. Like bro could have easily done that by himself, even though it obviously would have like taken a little bit of time. But if he really cared about the whole like trying to show like the shit that he went through and how much bro actually probably cared about Stan Lee, but bro's trying to profit off of it.
And crazy thing is, back in like I don't know when exactly, but there was a case whenever Stan Lee was a little older, of like elder abuse, people that were abusing him, exploiting him, and he didn't come out with no evidence, no video evidence supporting Stan Lee. I guess he just stood quiet, but like, why would he stay quiet if this is going on? And I'm gonna show you a clip that's going viral right now. That's that he released, I believe. That's gonna be in the documentary, or it basically shows what the documentary is gonna show. And I'm gonna show you both.
Wait, and where is he asking the $3K for? Like,
no, I mean, $300K.
Yeah, $300K. Where is he like asking? Is it GoFundMe or something?
It's like some website or some shit. I don't know. It's weird because then
like
also
donations and shit.
Yeah, and there's also like certain tiers, like or rewards for a certain amount of money, I think.
Yo, what if he takes that shit and doesn't drop shit?
Look, he's fucking scamming everybody. Look, I'm gonna show you the trailer, and then I'm gonna show you the clip that's going viral.
My name is John Bowlerjack.
That's the guy.
And for the last 4 years of Stanley's life, I was his assistant, his confidant, but most importantly, his friend. World with him, witnessing firsthand the incredible highs of his legendary career, but also the heartbreaking lows. Stan spent his final years enduring mistreatment, manipulation, and betrayal at the hands of a few very bad actors.
Is there any way to get us out of that San Francisco thing? Or do you feel we gotta do it?
Yeah, bro. I feel bad
At the
when
time,
old people
I
like
didn't
That's
have the
what I'm
power to
saying.
stop it, but I did have a camera and I filmed everything.
Whoa, watch out!
Now I'm asking for your help to finish the film and finally get justice for Stan. This documentary includes first-hand accounts from key witnesses, including comic book legends like Rob Liefeld and Roy Thomas, as well as many others who saw the chaos and unethical acts. This isn't speculation, it's all on camera. Undeniable.
This is over.
Okay, boom, right? They dropped the trailer or whatever. But then this clip also came out that I believe he dropped. I don't know who dropped it, but
I said I thought I was finished, but apparently I'm not.
No. Once we're done, we'll get out of here.
Now what do I do here?
Same thing. Talk about you. We'll make some new questions.
But I don't have the...
Yes, you will. Yes.
You get your money's worth out of me.
Every single penny.
Penny, like 5 pennies.
and there's some other one. Hold up, where is it?
Right.
Now are you ready to give a riveting speech? You're gonna change lives.
I thought I was finished with that. What do I have to do now?
It's never over.
That guy that said that, it's the same guy who's dropping the documentary. I thought I was finished. No, it's never over.
Yo, these people are fuckers, bro.
Yeah. And that's basically the whole controversy right now. Like,
Fucking motherfuckers.
Yeah, bro. These motherfuckers, these same motherfuckers who basically exploited him are trying to well, the way I see it, they're trying to save their own name themselves by putting out this shit before anybody else talks about it, maybe, or
And trying to get more money off of it, bro.
Hell yeah.
I mean, bro, it's literally like money is the root of all evil.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers change up for money, bro. It's like, that's just so disgusting to me, bro. The fact that they're abusing this guy and like he can't really defend himself, bro. Bro's like old as hell, like.
And I don't know if you peeped, but like that, that guy he was talking to, the one that said,
the fat guy.
Yeah. He turned off his like scooter thing so he couldn't escape.
What the fuck, bro? Yo,
fucking weird.
Guys, this is one thing that, I mean, I'll always say shit like, shit is dark, bro, especially behind the scenes. Everything, bro, everything. Like, because guys, everything is about money, bro. Like, you guys don't understand, everything is about money. When you get to a certain point, it's like that's all people care about.
Yeah.
And I know, bro, I know a lot, like a lot of people who do social media is the same way and shit. Like, it's literally the same way. They just do everything for the views, they do everything for the money, and like, it is what it is. I mean, you can't change nothing about it. And even if people say it, they're gonna either say, "Oh, but he's getting to the bag," or it doesn't really matter. You know, that's literally a perfect example. And they do that to everybody who dies. Like, everybody who dies, they try to milk every single fucking every single penny out of them, bro. Just like how you said, every single penny, bro. And sometimes it's not even what the person wants that's dead. Like, it's not what they want, bro, but they could do whatever the fuck they want. I mean, they're dead now, so.
Yeah, like you said, it does make me sad whenever I see an old person get abused like that, because you know they can't do well.
I want my
What?
fault.
No.
I wonder if they're like at any like money at right now. Like, are they?
What do you mean? Oh, they are. From what I saw, they are. The last time I saw it was like at 30K, or either 13K or 30K, one of those.
I hope they don't reach the goal, bro.
I hope they don't either, but I feel like they end up like some way somehow
They
they'll
will?
yeah. Probably it'll take probably like a long time, but I think it will, unfortunately.
Bro, that shit's so fucking rad, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck those fuckers, bro. Like, yo, and where was everybody? Where is his family? Like, is his family dead or something? Like,
Stanley's family?
yeah, like,
That I'm not too sure about.
like, where the fuck is his family and shit? Like,
That's one thing I've always talked about, like, with my mom, or my mom always said, whenever she gets old, she doesn't want to be put in nursing homes. Because I remember whenever I was in elementary school, surprisingly, I think it was 3rd or 4th grade, maybe 5th. I don't know which one it specifically, but all I remember was we were practicing it was like a Miley Cyrus song, like singing and dancing.
yeah.
And we were supposed to be singing and dancing to like inside a nursing home for these like old people and shit. And I still like vividly remember I still vividly remember this
Like doing it?
doing the whole thing. But I also remember the old people that were there. I felt bad because there were some people that didn't want the kids to leave, like because they felt some type of comfort seeing the kids and shit like that. And obviously not in like no creepy way, but like it was like in a loving way, like the way your grandparents would like look at you and shit. And then I also felt bad because you could tell some of them like had what's that word? Some of them had like the depressed type of energy. I don't know how to explain it, but
like defeated. And
yeah,
shit.
some of them looked defeated as fuck. And just seeing that shit, and also my mom, like you always hear the horror stories of old people being abused in nursing homes and stuff like that. So my mom would always say, whenever I get old, just make sure you don't put me there. And I always tell her, I'm not gonna put you in no nursing home. I'm gonna make sure I take care of you, no matter how old you are.
Sorry, bro. It is sad though, bro. And I seen videos of like, this guy. I can't think of his name right now, but he does shit like where he usually like buys like mad food, gives it to the homeless. But this one video that I saw on TikTok of him, he bought a bunch of roses and he was gonna give them out in nursing
I seen that video. I know what you're talking about.
And then one lady was like, "Oh, I just need a hug."
Yeah,
like I just want a hug and shit.
Yeah, I seen that video. And also I think one of the ladies was like, "Oh, I haven't received a rose since my husband died."
And then a guy, he asked the old man, and the old man was like, "Oh, I don't think I've ever received a rose in my life."
That's crazy,
bro. And it's like, damn, those people are literally just waiting to die, bro. And people forget about them, bro. People literally leave them to die there. Like
that's why they put them in nursing homes, because they don't want to like to
deal with them. They don't want to deal with them and shit. Like,
yeah.
Oh, fuck these people. Like, I don't give a fuck. They could die in there and shit. And then they expect like, cause some of those people, you know, are rich or some shit, and then they expect like a bag off of them and stuff.
Oh, you just reminded me. I don't know if I ever talked about this, but my mom, she cleans houses and stuff like that. And not majority, but some of her bosses are old people. And I believe recently, or maybe not recently, a couple of weeks ago, maybe like a month ago, one of her bosses ended up either passing away. I don't know which one it was. Maybe I talked about this. I don't know if I told you this, but I guess the grandma, I don't know who it was, but there was an older lady in the house, and she was being it was an older lady being talked bad by like her niece, or it was somebody that was obviously way younger than her, and she was basically like yelling at the older person. And my mom was like, "Yo, why are you yelling at her? She's obviously like much older and stuff. You should talk to her more nicely and shit like that." And then she was like, "Nah, cause she don't listen, this like that." And then I believe maybe like a couple weeks later, that same old lady ended up passing away and shit. But yeah, bro, it's crazy. Even in some people's households, you hear about abuse and shit like that, elder abuse.
Oh, that shit is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, this is like a whole like other topic and shit. It's not even about like just like Stan Lee and shit. It's like people really go through this shit, you know. And it's like sad, bro. It's like sad. These motherfuckers were your parents and shit. Like,
yeah,
they took care of you when you were fucking like shitting and pissing in diapers and stuff, and then you can't return it back. It's like, damn, like what the fuck.
Yeah.
Speaking of like, you know, fucking fucked up shit, I guess.
There's more fucked up shit?
Wait, what?
No, I'm saying it's more fucked up shit.
I mentioned fucked up shit?
No. Well,
nah, like, this is not a fucked up shit. I feel like you're going to crash out at like what I'm about to say and shit. Okay. But I'm going to show you a quick video. And then, like, I feel like you might crash out to it. This is triggering. Especially, I feel like...
You think I'll get triggered?
You're going to get triggered, but I'm obviously going to get triggered and shit, but...
Okay, let me see.
I'm only showing you because it triggered me, bro, but...
Okay.
Watch. Let's see. Where is it?
Also, guys,
Oh.
for any supporters that works in nursing homes, let us know if you experienced something like that. I haven't seen my husband in over 2 weeks because I was at my ex's funeral, and all he wants to do is play video games on the day I come back. W guy right there. That's my guy right there.
So what do you think about that, bro? What do you think? What's your whole opinion or take on that, bro?
She was crying at her ex's funeral. Like, she was there, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, first of all, why the fuck would like, why would it be okay with that? I wouldn't be. Wait, did he go too, or did she just go and then
I think she just went, bro. Cause she said when she came back.
Oh my god. Okay. And I'm pretty sure he was like, "Yo, if you go, I'm gonna be." He probably was like, "Oh, if you go, I'm gonna be so tired or some shit like that."
He probably wasn't fucking with it.
Yeah. First of all, if my significant other said that, I don't think I'll be okay with that. Cause again, I'm gonna bring you something else that I seen too. That's
Triggering.
No,
as
not
well.
really triggering, but it's like, yo, is this also okay or whatever? But in that situation, I'm completely on the guy's side. Fuck that bitch. Why the fuck are you going to your ex's funeral, crying about it, and then coming back expecting everything to be all jolly and shit? Like, what the fuck? You're crying over another man when you have somebody that's loving you, that's alive in your home.
Yeah, I mean,
And she's complaining about the fucking video games. What the fuck? Well, of course he's gonna play video games. That's his fucking peace. You just fucking ruined his peace.
trying to get his mind off of that shit.
Yeah.
Bro. He just violated and shit, guys. Yo, I don't think people understand. Maybe you guys are on the same boat as us. Like, you guys see where we're coming from, because I agree with everything he's saying. I don't think that would be okay if Abby hit me with some shit like, yo, I gotta go to a funeral real quick. I'm like, funeral? Who the fuck? Like, who died, right?
Yeah.
And then she says, my ex. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Fuck
Like,
that motherfucker.
like, who? What? Like, I'll just be like, bro, this is so fucking random. Like, first of all, why the fuck would that even be okay for the girlfriend to think, bro? Like, bro, like,
Sure,
he's
bro.
dead. Like, he's your ex, bro. That's in the past, bro. Like, if you didn't get over him, then we shouldn't be together, bro. Like, you should have said that before. Like,
Chill, bro. What if they're on good terms? They were on good terms.
nah, I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a shit, bro. That motherfucker doesn't exist, bro. It doesn't exist in your life. The moment you guys separate, the other person doesn't exist no more. That's how I see it.
Okay, so I have a question for you because I seen this video as well. So I don't know if it was the husband that did this or the wife. Well, basically, one of the person did this shit or whatever.
Yeah.
So they found pictures of their well, I don't know. No, they didn't find.
Oh my god.
They have
What,
pictures
bro?
of their significant other that passed away, right? But that other significant other ended up burning those pictures of that significant other that he was with that passed away.
Mm-hmm.
So in that situation, is that person in the wrong or is that person in the right?
She's right, bro.
She's right?
She's right, bro. That motherfucker is dumb. Why the fuck does he still have a picture of his ex?
She passed away. What do you mean?
Who gives a fuck? Dead or alive, bro? Like, the shit was
Even if it was the mother of your children.
I think that's different now.
What do you mean?
That's different now.
What do you mean?
That's different because it's like, it's the mom of your kids now. It's not like,
Okay, but all right. What if this person was with for like mad or 5+ years, 10 years, and then she's in a tragic accident.
well, hold on. Okay, here, hold on. Let's backtrack real quick. So let's put myself in that situation, right? So
Yeah.
So me and Abby,
Yeah.
bro, God forbid, she tragically passes away.
Yes.
And I'm with somebody else new.
Yes, and then that new person burns the photos with Abby, but you don't have kids in that situation. Are you gonna get mad at her for doing that?
I mean, you see, like, I feel like I would get mad, but also, like, Did I communicate like what that person like what
Yes.
happened?
Yes, obviously. You're gonna tell your new significant other, yo, just let you know, like they're gonna, that conversation's gonna come up. Oh, what happened with you and your ex? Oh, she.
I think it's my fault though,
What you mean?
because I shouldn't be in a new relationship if I'm not over like my ex who died.
That doesn't mean you're not over her though. What you mean? You could get into a relationship like 5 years, 10 years later, and you finally over her.
All right, so let's switch the shit. So,
Okay, go what?
So if the girl,
Okay.
let's say your girlfriend,
Okay.
you see pictures and like she's holding on to them because he passed away, you'll be alright with that?
All right. If it's all right, how long are we together for? Give me the.
How long are you guys?
Yeah.
All right, bro, like 5 years, bro.
But her ex passed away. I wouldn't get mad.
You wouldn't get mad?
No, because he's dead.
Nah, yeah, but like,
She's not like, if they're stored somewhere in a box.
gives a fuck? It's him what out? Like, I don't.
Well, he's already dead. What you mean?
Exactly. I don't give a fuck about him.
Yeah,
like,
so, but I
shouldn't give a fuck about him either. He's dead. Like get over it. All right, get over it.
Nah.
If you can't get over it, you shouldn't be with me, bro. Go heal.
I don't.
Go get therapy, bro.
I don't think so, bro. Because I feel like it's different when it comes to death.
Nah, bro. When somebody breaks up with me, they're dead to me. They're already dead to
But
me.
they didn't break up with you. They're literally dead.
Oh shit.
What do you mean? Oh shit! That was the whole situation. That was the whole scenario.
Oh wait, hold on. I was fucking being stupid. So they only split up because he died. They didn't break up and then he died.
What the fuck do you mean they only split up because he died? What consent does the guy have if the person dies?
Do you know what I'm trying to say, bro? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like they didn't break up. Like they just died.
Yes.
Oh, okay, bro. Hold on.
That was the whole scenario the whole time.
I thought it was like bro, they broke up. They were exes, and then he died. Like,
no, motherfucker. They were together. That person tragically died, but he has pictures.
but
of
guess
that
what?
Person.
News flash. Even though I got the actual scenario, I don't give a fuck.
No way. There's no.
I
way.
don't give a fuck.
Even if they were together, and nah. I wouldn't give a. I wouldn't get mad.
You're better than me, bro. That's all I gotta say. You're better than me. I don't give a fuck. If you're with me, bro, nobody exists in the past, bro.
But like she's
nobody.
But she's not even reminiscing about it. She just have it stored up. Like maybe
The fuck you got that shit stored up for?
he died.
I don't care.
Nah, you're rage baiting right now. There's no way.
Nah,
you believe in this shit.
I really truly mean that, bro. I'm being so dead ass, bro. You can't love somebody and like still be thinking about some other shit.
Who said they're thinking about it? They just have it stored up because it's memories.
But why do you have that shit stored up? It obviously means something if you have it stored up. If it's not in the garbage, then it means something to you.
No, it's just memories.
The fuck you mean? No, like I said, if it's not in the garbage, then it has something. It has.
Again. You're worried about somebody that's dead. That person's never gonna come back.
I'm not worried about the person. It's about like what she's thinking in her head. Like that means something to her. It's not just.
Well, yeah,
she's gonna look at the picture. She's gonna be like, like
yeah, that was her love of her life, and he died, but now. You came in the picture and you made her believe in love again. What?
That was the love of her life? I don't go fuck.
Nah.
Burn that shit. Burn that shit.
Maybe I'm just playing devil's advocate and
I think you're just trying to be like too good of a person, bro. It's the same shit with the money shit. Like,
what do you mean money shit? I was saying I was gonna split it. I mean, I was gonna take it.
Nah, at first you were being selfish and shit. It's the same way, bro. I want her like her thought, like I don't want her to think about anybody else, bro. Because I'm not gonna be thinking about anybody else. I had a first love too. Everybody had their first love, bro. And that shit's all in the past, bro.
Yeah, but your first love never died in your hands.
That shit's all in the past, bro. Like I said, if we break up, you're dead to me. It's already like you're dead to me, bro. It is what it is. And I understand this is a specific situation where they died. So it's like they didn't get that closure. But if you needed that closure, then you should have thought about that before you got into a relationship. I'm always going to say that, bro. Whoa.
What do you mean, what closure? What are you talking about?
Like, if they needed to heal from that shit, they needed to heal from that trauma of losing somebody, their significant other. If they needed to heal, you need to get over that before you get into another relationship, bro.
Oh, okay. I see what you see when you say it like that. I agree with you.
And that's what I'm thinking in my head, bro. You should have, if this is something that's still bothering you, obviously it's gonna bother you for a long time. If you lose somebody you love, it's gonna bother you for a very long time. So you shouldn't hop straight into another relationship, or you shouldn't before you're over it, bro. Get over it. Get over it. They're dead. They're not there no more. It sounds cold to say and shit. And Abby always asks me this shit. Like
I feel like every girl in a relationship, they always ask this shit. If I were to die, how long would you wait to get another relationship, or would you get into another relationship?
And I tell her every time, like, but you're dead. Like
Yeah.
it's like, and I'm not saying like I'm gonna like. She literally asked me, but how long will it take you? But how am I supposed to know? Like, how am I supposed? And I told her, I'm like, it's like me telling you how, like, I know how long it's gonna take for me to get over. Like, let's say, God forbid, my mom passed away. Like, I can't tell you an exact like time period, like time frame. Oh yeah, I'll be over in like let's say a year. Like, no, bro. Like, it doesn't work like that and shit. But I tell her, like, I tell Abby, I'm like, if I die, I want you to get over me. Like, get over it. Like, what are you gonna be depressed for the rest of your life? Like, like you deserve love and shit. You deserve that shit if you want it again. Because at the end of the day, bro, we're humans and shit, and we have wants and needs. And if you want you want that love again, bro, I'm dead, bro. At that point, it's like, bro, like I'm GG's, bro. Like, who gives a fuck now?
Nah, like I said, fuck that. She's gonna be miserable without me. She better not find nobody else. I don't give a fuck. But for me, on the other hand, if like my significant other were to die, or no, yeah, right, yeah, die, I probably wait like a good month. 10 out of 10 raised me. I would not. Nah, right, don't. Nah, I was joking, guys. I was joking. Relax.
Anyways.
You bought that shit. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about, right? It's been going viral again. So recent,
everything going viral. What the fuck is
you
going
too,
viral,
you motherfucker? Don't talk about that shit. I seen. It's about a movie that you love.
What movie do I love?
It's about a series that you love dearly.
What?
Harry Potter.
I mean, I don't love it dearly, but I like it. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay, but I love it.
I get it.
So I seen that they casted a new person for Dumbledore and I believe Snape, Professor Snape.
Wait, for something coming up?
It's you don't know the show coming out? I think it'll probably come out like within the next year or two.
Well, I mean, I heard about it. I didn't know that it was like official.
Oh, it's official. They already casted like certain people and shit. But they recently casted like I said, a new person for Snape, and
they're mad at it.
It's a controversial cast because he's black. Majority of the fandom, majority of the Potterheads, whether you're black, white, brown, whatever, they agree that it's not a good casting only because
he's not a good actor.
No. He's an amazing actor, and he could prove everybody wrong with the good performance and shit. But if it's just on the bigger aspect of everything. Because I'm gonna break it down to you, and if you think about it, low key, it's like
it makes sense.
It makes sense why people would be mad. So, J.K. Rowling, even though she's a bad person or whatever, she's been through so many controversies and shit. Whenever she wrote the books,
it was very specific.
For Snape, it was a very, very specific description of how he looked. I took a screenshot of what they said in the book, but for everybody else, not really. Everybody was just like, oh, bushy hair, green eyes.
It was more vague.
Yes, so anybody could play any other character and shit, but for Snape, it had to be a specific look, like the way we got in the movies and shit.
Oh shit! So he was literally what Snape was in the book.
Yeah, and also that guy, I don't know his name, is like Alex Ringer or something like that. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
I don't remember.
If you see his face, you'll know what I'm talking about. But in the books, he was described as thin, with pale, sickly skin, a large, hooked nose, yellow, uneven teeth, greasy, shoulder-length black hair, cold black eyes, and I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's literally
what we got in the movie, yeah.
Yeah, not shots. What the fuck am I even saying? He did pass away, bro.
Oh, yeah, Alan Rickman.
He was a great actor. And
he was.
And that, he literally, like, bro, he was, the description you just said, bro, perfect.
And, hold on, let me just show you how the other guy looks. Because I feel like you...
And, guys, I want to clarify this right fucking now. right fucking now. I'm not racist, neither is George. We're not fucking racist, guys. Cause I don't want this shit to get taken out of context. Anything we say, it's literally just like what we'll explain it. You know what I mean?
And the whole context of everything, it'll probably change up how we see, I guess, the series or maybe certain aspect tones.
Wait, so who's the actual like?
Oh, you want to see how he looks?
Yeah, who's the person who people are like complaining about?
I got you. It's him.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. And I'm going to tell you why, because of certain things in the book that a lot of people were saying too. So, if you remember, Harry Potter's dad and his friends, Sirius, Lupin, even Peter Pettigrew, like they had like their group, I believe it's the Murderers, I think that's what they called them. They bullied Snape when he was a teen, whenever he went to Hogwarts and shit, for being different for how he looked, because he looked weird. And now they're gonna be looked as kind of racist, that they're picking on the only. Well, he might not be the only black kid, but like
on a black kid specifically.
Yeah, specifically. And I believe in the books, there's a part where Snape, he's hanged by like on the tree or whatever.
I remember that.
So now you can have a black person hanging on a tree. That makes it even worse. And now, Lily Potter didn't love Snape now. Why? Because he was black. Why is it that Harry, Hermione, Ron, they were always suspicious of Professor Snape, and now it's gonna look even more weird because he's black.
Yeah, I know. I see.
So it's like it changes those type of aspects to the story. Like
people are gonna like say that.
Yeah, exactly. And again, I'm all for diversity in movies and shit like that. Doesn't really matter. Like again, a good example is James Gordon in the new Batman movie. He was black, and then the Dark Knight he was white, and in the comics he was white. I believe there's a black iteration as well. But like he played the new James Gordon did an amazing job at the role or whatever. But when certain things are written in a certain way and people know it a specific way, I feel like you should always keep it.
Specifically, like when it comes to books, because I know book readers specifically are very passionate about like how the books go.
Yeah.
And if like sometimes when the real life iteration of the book just doesn't match it, people get tight.
Yeah.
And it could be little things as like, oh my gosh, they could have added this, or like it's not exactly what it says in the book and shit. And it has nothing to do with like the people. It's like the setting, like they could have done this better. Oh, the address looks different and shit. So I feel like I get why so many people are complaining. And again, guys, it's not because people want to make it a race thing so bad, bro.
It's definitely not a race thing.
They want to make it a race thing. So like I'm talking about like the other side, like like the people who like just want to say something to say something. Like bro, people aren't complaining because he's black. People are not complaining about that. People are just complaining because in their minds, when you read a book, you picture that shit.
Yeah, and he's the most detailed person in the book.
So you're picturing it literally. Oh shit, that's him.
Yeah.
Like the guy we got before, and then Kylo Ren, whatever. Literally, that's what the fuck they're picturing and shit. And I know it's true because Abby, she's reading these books, and right now they're making like, I think it's called Verity. I think it's the name of the book.
Verity, I think it's and by Colleen Hoover, I think it is, and they're making like the actual film and shit, and there was a specific like character
scene that was being shot, and it got put on TikTok or whatever on social media, and she's like, yo, that's literally what I imagined. And then the character, it's literally how I pictured her. So it's like, it's fire. It's like your imagination's getting literally like put into real life and stuff. And she even said it about the actor, the guy, how she didn't picture him like that. And it's kind of a little weird, but it's whatever, you know. Sometimes you can get past it, but there's certain things where it's like, damn, like if it was this way, it probably would have been a little bit more like it's like I'm seeing what I just read and shit, you know.
But again, I know that guy's an amazing actor. He was like in a lot of Shakespeare things, and well, from what I saw, just a lot of praise towards him. But again, like I was saying before, there's nothing wrong with diversity,
bro, and nothing wrong with that. And my fault, but my brother even mentioned he made a perfect example of this shit with the whole Last of Us. You know, The Last of Us, the show. How the girl, everybody was calling her ugly as fuck. Like she doesn't even like match the fucking how the role looks. But she was the best actor, and she probably performed the best. You know,
of course.
So, and my brother agrees with that. He's like, and me too. It's like if she did a good job, it doesn't matter how she looks, but it's a different situation. You know?
No, yeah, of course. And I think when it comes to diversity, I think it has to make sense. And like again, I feel like they could have, like, if they wanted diversity, they could have made any other character black. They could have made Professor McGonagall black. They could have made even Dumbledore black, because he is in the books. I guess he's described as charismatic and shit like that, and obviously calm, soft spoken. You could have casted Hermione black. I believe there's a play, the Cursed Child. She was black in that play, and people I think there was a little backlash, but her performance, like, she did a really good job. But for Snape, it has to be a specific like look.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, that does conclude our Yap session for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, but don't worry, Yap favorite segment is next. So get ready, get your snacks, get your blankets, get your headphones, turn out the lights, get comfortable, and
enjoy the show.
And we're back, guys, from our regular schedule break. Just enjoy this eerie music, and I'm gonna start off with not my topic, but I'm gonna start off with just a scary video, just to set the mood or whatever. So it's a scary video. It's not going viral or anything. It's just something that I saw. So a little backstory of this: there was this lady. Her name is Angela, and she has like a back porch. She has a bunch of security cameras, and they're motion censored cameras. So in the middle of the night, it said that it captured a person moving in the camera, but there's no person in the camera. But if you look closely at like the sliding door, you can see like a silhouette of like a child.
Oh fuck no.
And also her baby has been crying for the past couple days. The baby has been looking at I guess empty spots in the house and just starts crying like out of fear.
Oh hell no.
So I want you to look at this video. Let me know if you think it's fake or if it's real.
It's better not be a jump scare.
No. I promise you guys, I'm done with the jump scares, at least for now. Probably until like a year or so. I have to get you off guard somehow, bro.
I think I've seen this video before.
See that shit?
It's like just staring into the camera, right?
Yeah, but then look what happens. Disappeared.
Yo, I remember seeing this video, bro.
So what do you think? Fake or real?
It could easily be a kid, but it looks like it vanished. Like it doesn't look like it like moved out the way.
And on her security camera, it literally says, "Oh, the motion detected person." Like it shows a screenshot of the I guess like the app that she uses for the camera and shit.
Yeah. Yo, what the fuck?
So that's like the thing, just to start it off or whatever. So my next thing revolves around disturbing police body cam footage. So I'm gonna show you a video first, and I'm gonna also explain to you guys, also give you guys some context of what the fuck is happening in the video. But back in 2020, on Christmas Day, there was this RV out on the street that was basically playing like some eerie, I guess, dialogue. It was saying like a message or something, basically saying, "Oh, I think evacuate if you're in any of these buildings, you need to evacuate." And it's kind of eerie because, as one of the cops says, it kind of resembles like something out of a Purge movie.
All buildings in this area must be evacuated now. All buildings in this area must be evacuated now. If you can hear this message, evacuate now. If you can hear this message.
right? So that was just playing in the street, right?
But it just sounds like The Purge or something.
It does. And then in the police footage that I'm about to show you that was released, it shows a group of the Nashville police officers that were walking downtown, and they were trying to tell people to evacuate the area. And unfortunately, 15 minutes later, the RV would explode, basically damaging over 50 buildings in that area, and I believe just killing one person that was inside the RV and injuring 3 people. But the fact that it could damage 50 buildings, and I believe some buildings were collapsed as well. But in the police,
the fuck kind of bomb was it?
That's what I'm saying, bro. And then the police body cam footage, you could see how like the police passed by the RV. Then 60 seconds later, it explodes, and then you see them like kind of save the civilians. And again, it looks apocalyptic, bro. So just imagine being in this scenario and shit.
Wait, it shows the explosion or no?
No, but you could hear it in the police body cam footage.
What the hell? Yo, damaging 50 buildings is crazy. And not killing nobody?
Nah, yeah.
That's kind of insane.
What's up, Timothy? Hey, man, we take a body. We got a conversation.
415 B9, 411 Charles.
So you're not doing anything wrong, okay? You're not in trouble, but there is something serious happening down the road.
Go for 11.
Do you mind going down to second and
Where they need to go when they are evacuating the building? I've got folks at Second Commerce and the property managers on to know where they need to go.
Anywhere but the 2nd Avenue side, preferably the 1st Avenue side.
10-9.
As long as they don't go to the 2nd Avenue side, should be okay.
3593.
I believe you see the...
10-4.
Yeah, they're about to pass it.
Oh, shit.
And you can hear it, right?
Hear what?
The RV?
Oh, it's the
message. I forgot to say this too, but the message also says like, "Yo, a bomb's gonna explode. Leave this area as well."
Yo.
That's the RV right there.
That's so weird. That place looks out of a movie. What? Yeah.
You were saying?
Wait, so why are they passing by it? They're not.
They're just trying to make sure there's nobody like nearby it, I'm guessing. But it's weird how like the vehicle once they got close, they were like, "Yo, y'all gotta stay clear of the vehicle." So it's basically giving like a warning.
Yeah.
Yeah, they walk. That was an explosion.
What the fuck?
Fire medical down here just went off. Fire medical signal 10.
Nah, bro, what the
Fucking
hell?
commercial, bro. Hold up.
10-4, 8-5. I believe you're on. Command, I want a roll call of all central personnel ASAP, starting with 11.
411, I'm 10-4.
425.
Hey, second and broad. Commander 425, are you 10-4?
He's in 4. Are you guys okay?
Yeah. No, I guess.
Where's your car?
How you doing?
Okay, go to your car.
What's going on? 217, myself and 215 are all on the route.
I got 213 and 215 around. Who else is around? I missed the first one.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. The next couple of minutes in the body cam footage is I'm just like making sure everybody's safe or whatever. And whenever the firefighters obviously extinguish the fire, they look inside the RV and they find a man's body or body parts to whatever's left of him, and it belonged to some guy named Anthony Warner. And when the police looked, I guess, in his background, they found that he was basically like a paranoid loner obsessed with like conspiracy theories. He believed like, that 5G was gonna be fucking messing with people's brains. The world was gonna be taking over these alien lizard people.
What the fuck?
And again, that's all we really know about that person. Nothing else was like confirmed because he's dead. There was no manifesto found, so nobody really knows the really true intention of why he decided to like
exploded that shit.
Basically, like a terrorist attack, you could call it. But
yeah, nah, it was.
But yeah, but that's a little something I wanted to start off with.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's kind of crazy how, bro, oh my gosh, there's something in my fucking eye. How our neighbors, bro, could be on some shit like that. Like, cause I know to a certain point, conspiracy theories or like diving too deep into shit like that could make you crazy.
Yeah.
And it could get you to the point where you do some shit like that. Because I'm pretty sure if you dive too deep into anything, bro, you start being paranoid about
everything.
Yeah. To your phone, to your fucking cameras, to outside and shit. You think everybody's watching you. So I guess that's what happened to him.
Yeah.
But god damn, bro.
Yeah, crazy thing is, like a couple months before, I believe 16 months before, his girlfriend had called the cops reporting that he was building a bomb or explosives inside his RV in the front yard or something like that, and nothing was ever like done about it. Like they didn't take it that serious,
bro. And there's like online tutorials on how to make bombs and shit, right?
Yes,
like,
yes, I've seen that shit.
Like, it's not that hard. Like, if anybody wants to do it, bro, like, you dead ass, like, there's tutorials on how to do it, bro. You just probably make it like a bigger scale. The same thing, like smaller scale, just bigger and shit, more stuff. I guess to move on to my topic, it actually involves an explosion as well. But before I get into the specific topic that I'm going to talk about, because it's like it's random in the way where it's like it's this part of the world and then all the way on the other side of the world, and somehow they still affect each other.
Okay.
So first I want to start off by saying everybody knows that Mexico is very, very dark. That shit literally has an iceberg to it.
Yeah.
From the cartel to organ trafficking to people getting decapitated, dismembered, body parts being sent out to the family members, to, the brujas, like, this shit goes low-key darker and darker and darker. But what I'm going to talk about today is how dark the Mexican government got, right?
Okay.
Before I show you guys that, I want to introduce the topic with this video that I found. Where the fuck is my phone? And it was going viral because of how disturbing it is. And although this specific video has nothing to do with my topic, it just goes to show how disturbing Mexico could really be.
Before Ricardo shows this next clip, I just want to give you guys a trigger warning because it does involve some type of cartel video. Nothing is being shown, like nothing graphic, but you could hear screams. And if that makes you feel uncomfortable, then you could skip it. But just let you know, a very, very big trigger warning. And also, keep in mind, guys, this was before we knew anything about the incident that happened in Jalisco recently. So next week, we'll definitely get into that if you guys want us to talk about it.
These were the final moments before a family was executed by the cartel. On the night of June 9th, 2024, a security camera in León, Mexico captured something chilling. The footage shows 5 National Guard officers walking up to a small, dimly lit home. No lights, no warning, just silence. They forced their way inside, no warrant, no explanation. For 7 minutes, they searched the place. Then, as quickly as they arrived, they leave. But one of them is holding something, a large black bag. What was inside, no one knows. But minutes later, cartel members arrive. A pickup truck flies down the street and screeches to a stop. 4 armed men jump out, no mask, no hesitation. They kick down the door and storm in, guns blazing. Then pure hell. Bullets shred through walls, through bodies, through everything in their path. Then the screams, women crying, begging for their lives. But the gunmen, they don't care, they don't stop. They move room to room, firing shot after shot, making sure no one gets out alive. And the worst part, a neighbor's security camera caught everything. Not just the gunfire, but the screams. When authorities arrive, it's a massacre. 4 women, a 2-year-old toddler, and a 3-month-old baby, all executed. The only survivors, 2 men who barely escaped by hiding on the roof. But here's where things get even darker. Those same National Guard officers from the footage, days later, they were arrested. Turns out they weren't just bystanders. They were in on it. Authorities believe that the cartel was hunting for one specific person, but when they didn't find the guy, they wiped out his entire family.
Bro.
What an introduction, right? So we're diving deep into the dark iceberg of Mexico. This one is radioactive milk. Let me start off with on April 26th, 1986 in Chernobyl, specifically Pripyat, Ukraine SSR at the time. Now it's just Ukraine. Basically what happened is that in that specific area there was a lot of nuclear reactors, right?
Yeah.
And this one was nuclear reactor number 4. Reactor number 4, that was the name of the reactor.
Okay.
And it was doing like basically a regular safety drill when they test the reactor to see if like the cooling mechanism to the reactor is working fine. So like let's say the reactor starts overheating or it starts basically getting out of control, there's a whole process on cooling down the reactor, right? So they were doing a test. They were doing a test to see if the systems were working perfectly fine. And at first, low-key alarms were being set off because nothing was going the way it was supposed to be going. But they ignored it and they continued the little drill, the test. And then that's when shit just basically hit the fan.
Okay.
And what happened was that the reactor basically got out of control. It started like basically getting too hot and it caused an explosion. It caused an explosion and then it caused the fire. So all of that, the explosion, the fire, created a big ass, like basically a nuclear explosion, bro. A nuclear explosion, and a bunch of fucking radiation got all over the place and shit. And that happened in in Ukraine, right?
Yeah.
But because of the big ass cloud of smoke, all that radioactive smoke turned into radioactive clouds, which spread all over Europe.
Okay.
And with radioactive clouds comes rain, radioactive rain. So basically all of that spread radiation all over Europe, bro. All over Europe and shit. And it started affecting all of their stuff. So all of their crops, all of their, basically their food and shit.
Their produce.
Everything that was in that country or in those countries that got affected got contaminated and shit, right? A specific country that got affected was Ireland.
Okay.
And at the time, well, I'm pretty sure they do now, but at that time, specific time, Mexico had a treaty or like some sort of agreement with Ireland, and they used to get a lot of their milk and butter and different
bunch of goods,
different things like that. They would get a lot of stuff from Ireland, right? So at the time when shit got contaminated, the island government found out that their stuff was contaminated, and instead of getting rid of it in a responsible way, what they decided to do was on some fucking
dickhead shit,
greedy, dark, fucking corrupt way, dickhead shit. They decided to sell it to third world countries at a cheaper price. So obviously other countries were buying in stuff, and Brazil had heard, the Brazilian government had heard that this was going on, how they were selling these goods that they were contaminated, but they didn't give a fuck, and they were selling them for cheaper prices. And they had warned Mexico, the Mexican government, yo, they're doing this. You guys have to be careful with what goods you buy from them, or don't even buy any goods from them, because you guys are not going to know if they're radioactive or not, right? So the Mexican government didn't care. They basically decided to buy 40,000 tons of powdered milk from Ireland.
What? Yo.
So they literally exported all that into Mexico, and with the help of this company, Conasupo, which was basically a company that helped all the people in need, and people with like obviously no resources and shit like that, to obtain food. So, and that they were working closely with the government. It was like a close relationship with the Mexican government. So what the Mexican government did was they gave them that powdered milk so they could give to the poor people. So all of that radioactive powdered milk was being spread into the poor people and shit. Yeah. And because of that, the cancer rate in infants went up by 300%. And people just started getting really sick because of this shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. And a lot of people were trying to expose what was going on, but people were being silenced. People were being persecuted because of this shit, and they didn't want the information to be out that the government was giving out this radioactive milk. And then when they eventually got exposed and everybody started calling the government out for this shit, the government basically tried to say that they didn't know. The Irish government never stated to the Mexican government that it was radioactive material or like food and shit.
That's so fucked.
Yeah, so you know, it's like a whole conspiracy. Like they say that the Mexican government was being corrupt.
Yeah.
That they knew, but they just decided to do it because it was a cheaper price to save money and stuff. Didn't matter who they were feeding it to, as long as they were giving money and shit.
See, I've heard about the whole radiation milk, but I didn't know that was the reason why it happened, or I didn't even know the reason, like, how it happened either.
Yeah, bro. And the crazy thing is like, bro, that's in the other side of the world, bro. It's literally in the other side of the world. But that happened, and then the whole like Chernobyl shit is like, there's a lot of documentaries about that shit. Like the wildlife in the surrounding areas of like Chernobyl and shit, bro. Literally, some forests turned red. There's like red forests, like they basically decayed and turned this rusty red color. Like you see in the Marvel movies where Wanda turns it like into like red, like a dark red forest.
Oh yeah, she turned like those blossom trees.
That's kind of that's literally like what happened in real life and shit. And also like the frogs and shit that are there turned black, like pitch black.
They mutated
because of how much melanin they were producing, because of, I guess, the radiation that they were getting exposed to. Fucking there's feral dogs, there's giant catfish. So a lot of the shit was being like mutated and shit like that. Also, like the trees that actually survived the radioactive wave, like they started growing like in a weird pattern, different branches and shit, different trunks, like they were like zigzags. So that shit was all types of fucked up. It was fucking up everything. Obviously a lot of people died because of cancer all over and shit. Even like the people who were like cleaning, because obviously people had to go and clean and try to contain like all the radiation and shit. There's this thing going viral as well, and everybody mentions it on social media. It's like maybe people don't actually know what it is, but there's this thing called the elephant's foot. because of how hot the reactor got, it literally melted through steel, through concrete, and it made this like radioactive like material, which is called corium.
Okay.
And it's literally, if you're standing next to it, it's like getting 4.5 million chest x-rays done on you, bro.
Whoa, what the fuck?
That's how powerful that's how much radiation it's emitting, bro. And if you're literally standing next to it for like 200 seconds, which is like 3 minutes and a half, something like that,
yeah.
you literally could die, bro. Like, that's how fucking radioactive that shit is, bro. And the pictures that are going viral online is like, oh, this person's already dead and they don't even know it, right?
What the fuck?
Because every single photographer that got close to the elephant's foot, bro, they died like hours later, bro. Like, that's how much radiation that shit. And keep in mind, they're wearing protective like
gear.
They're wearing protective gear. Like, you die, bro. And then even there's also pictures of like streaks of light in the picture, and that's literally the radiation that's getting emitted, and it's burning like the sensors in the fucking camera and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. And all the pictures that are taken as well are basically like, cause it's, let's say for example, it's a hallway and then it's like a right turn, and then when you turn right, it's like right there.
Yeah.
Most of them are, the camera is placed like on something, and then it's just kind of like inched, like.
Oh,
it's pushed in,
okay, okay.
Nobody is actually like this to take a picture.
Okay,
bro.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so I'm gonna show you the pictures now. Like I said, bro, and then the milk is just like, it's just bags. Like, it's just bags with I can show you if you want.
That's still crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
all this is radioactive milk right here. Conasupo, that's the brand, that's the company and shit. Look. Yeah, bro.
That's wild.
And yo, and they still to this day, radioactive milk could be in Mexico. They don't know how much of it is left or how much of it is like where it went, bro. It just got distributed to a bunch of different places and shit. Some of them including companies like Nestle, and also that little Yakult.
Really?
So, bro, like, this shit is like that ass crazy.
I never knew all that shit, bro.
Yeah, bro, and like I said, bro, people don't know how much of it is still out there. Some of it could still be out there, bro.
Recently, there was a video that went viral on TikTok of this woman, explaining how she saw gnomes in Utah, here in the U.S., bro.
I seen this.
So in the video, she explains that she just moved to Utah, I think 8 months ago, and from Vegas. It's her husband, and her 12-year-old son, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that her husband and her son recently has started seeing like gnomes in their backyard, just like running around and stuff like that.
What the fuck?
And like how her husband's seen a gnome climb up like their wall, like, 'cause you know how like they have like brick walls, you know how like in California the brick walls that they have,
Yeah.
it looks like that, running up on those walls and stuff like that. And she goes on to describes them, but she describes them as like a duende, because she says that her husband told her that, oh, they like shiny things, they like little balls, little soccer balls, they like to play around. And she ended up leaving I guess some coins, some pennies on the ground. She left like I believe a little soccer ball on the ground as well. She gave an update after that video, and then the pennies were like stacked up with like a little rock on top of the pennies. And I don't know if the ball was gone, but I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how she explains it. And literally, everybody in the comments were saying, "Nah, that's not no gnome. That's a duende."
Yo, and the fact that they're here in the United States, bro.
Exactly.
Okay, so we live in Utah, and I love it here, but we moved here about 8 months ago from Vegas, and it's been amazing. However, my husband and my son, he's 12, he's almost 13, they have noticed that there has been a weird little gnome. I'm gonna sound freaking crazy for saying this. There's a weird little gnome in our backyard that just apparently runs back and forth and up the things, and I'm like, I have not seen this. And it is weird. So we've done some research, and apparently this is not new. I call it a gnome. I don't really know what it's called. It's like a little person, like a little, like 2 feet maybe. And they've seen it like a few times. I'm not, I guess, apparently in tune to see it, so I haven't seen it. But my husband said, like, oh, they like little shiny things, and they like soccer balls and little basketballs and stuff like that. And I'm like, cool. So we have decided to sounds so stupid. We have decided to put out like some pennies, like little shiny pennies for them, and like a tiny little basketball to see if they'll move it or if they'll like love it. And we shall see. I will show you. Okay, so there's our basketball. Has not moved since I put it out there. Here's our shiny little pennies, which are still there, but obviously it's rained for the past few days, so maybe little man hasn't come out. I don't know. I will keep you updated when.
And then the update.
So we came back from dinner. Nobody's been here. Ball's gone. And this is what happened with the pennies.
This is what duendes do.
Don't even know what to think right now.
What the fuck, bro?
So, yeah, I'm setting up a camera.
Now, the crazy thing is, right? Her account is gone now on TikTok. There could be 2 explanations. You could tell me which one you think is more plausible.
Okay.
One, she faked the whole thing, right? And she couldn't handle the backlash, maybe, because apparently people were bullying her and saying that they're not gnomes or duendes. You're saying it all wrong, shit like that.
What the fuck?
Or 2, it's known that duendes don't like to be filmed at all. So what if maybe she saw it and then said something about it, and then she got scared and deleted the account, the videos. And the only reason why I kind of believe this is only because why would you delete a video that's going viral if it's going to make you money? If you see it as a way to blow up, get clout, get money, you can literally get mad money off that video. And just that whole series of making duende videos. But her account is gone.
Even though if it was fake or whatever, you still could have continued doing them.
And there's no like update on the situation. As she's been quiet, no nothing.
Account just deleted like that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna show you.
I was wondering why you were like pulling up other videos, like
because
not
it's
from the main account.
Yeah, because it's gone, bro. I tried to find it. I couldn't find this shit no more. I literally saw it a couple days ago, and then the next day it was gone.
Nah, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna show you a video again that went viral back in the day as well. I don't think you've seen this one because I haven't either. It shows kids playing soccer and then the duende running in the background. And again, it looks pretty legit if you ask me.
Ay, Christopher, ven nada más.
Have you seen this video?
If I see the duende, maybe.
Te toca. Ya, para que veas como un experto lo hace bien.
You saw it or not?
I've seen that little motherfucker.
¿Qué fue? ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? ¡Un maldito!
But have you seen this video or not?
I've never seen
Nah,
that.
you haven't seen this video before? Nah, yeah, it's fucking weird, bro.
And I'm not saying I want to see it, but it sounds crazy to say that you saw like something like that. You know?
Well,
Like,
all I know is whenever we go to Mexico, we're gonna go duende hunting. And if you guys don't ever see us come back from that, because allegedly they could manipulate time, y'all know why.
what I'm gonna talk about though now is a movie that I watched, which is honestly I'm surprised it's not on the, or maybe it is on some people's iceberg of the most disturbing movies ever. Some of the most disturbing films, because this is a very, very disturbing movie, bro.
What's it called?
It's called Irreversible. It came out in 2002, directed by Gaspar Noé, and honestly, it's low-key a little bit of a headache watching it, because like the title says, Irreversible, it is playing in a reversed manner. So the beginning is actually the end, and then the end is actually the beginning.
Oh, okay.
So it's like that. And it starts off really like fast paced. This guy, I think his name is Marcus, if I'm not wrong, or I forgot his name, but the main character, one of the main characters, he's running around looking for somebody specific, right? Somebody that did something to him, or somebody that he loves, right?
Okay.
And as the movie progresses, you basically find out that somebody did something to his ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
And what happened to his ex-girlfriend is the reason why this is one of the most disturbing movies ever.
What happened?
So I'm going to show you the lead up to the disturbing part. I'm not going to show you the actual disturbing part because it's actually 9 minutes long. And we would get demonetized, and this shit, I wouldn't even want to watch it. I didn't watch it. I skipped it. But the actual scene is 9 minutes long, and I've heard people talk about it, and I know exactly what happens. I just rather not watch it, right?
Okay.
But I'm going to show you the lead up to what happens, and you could automatically assume.
I feel like I have a feeling just the way you're talking about it. It could be two things.
Well, you may not like it, but you better learn how, 'cause it's your turn now. Now you suck.
So basically what that is she's walking like down this passageway. So I think it takes place in France, right?
Okay.
And I guess how you could get around certain places in the city faster is basically through passages underground.
Like tunnels?
Tunnels, exactly. And you basically get from, it's basically like taking the subway but walking.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So she does that, and she sees a guy and a woman. They're arguing, and he's like basically being abusive with her, and she kind of asks, "Oh, are you okay?" This and that. The guy turns around, and he's kind of like, "Yo, what the fuck? Like, mind your own business," type of thing. The other girl runs away, so it just leaves him and her in this tunnel where nobody is around. Pulls out a knife, and you already know what happens next.
Stabs her? Like kills her?
No. He essays her, yeah. And the scene is 9 minutes long of just that.
And it shows it?
Everything. No cuts. No cuts, bro. From beginning to end. No cuts, bro. And surprisingly, this movie wasn't banned on anything. Like, I'm sure certain countries didn't allow it to be like put out or whatever to the public, but I don't think it was banned in any country.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. And I'm pretty sure like it even won some awards in certain countries or some shit like that, which I don't understand how, but in my eyes, this is one of the most disturbing like movies that I've ever like came across. I couldn't even watch it, bro. And it's not even like there's more disturbing shit that happened in the movie. Like there's somebody who gets basically brutally beaten to death and shit, and there's like a bunch of different stuff that is like crazy as hell.
Like what,
bro? Like obviously like drugs, like basically pornography on screen. Like it's not like your average like regular movie. Like it's very, very hardcore and explicit.
Where did you watch this on?
I think on it's like one of those websites where you get every single movie. Like
one of those like illegal websites type shit.
Yeah. But tight shit. But you could definitely find it like somewhere, bro. If you want to find it, bro, you could find it. It's called Irreversible.
Okay, question. Did the guy use the knife to, or just use it to like
no,
sedate her, like
to
just
like
to like
intimidate her? Yeah. So
oh my gosh, low key that could probably be worse than Megan is Missing. Maybe
it's definitely there. It's definitely up there, bro. But yeah, I do not recommend. Guys, do not watch that shit. Do not even like try to watch it. Specifically that scene too. I don't know the timestamp of the scene, but when it comes up, you're gonna know. Like when I was watching it, I already knew that scene. I'm not gonna lie. The reason why I watched the movie is because I saw that same TikTok that I showed you. I saw that and I'm like, huh?
Like what the fuck happened? Or?
Like what happens, right? So I watched it and then the scene came up and everybody in the comments were saying don't watch this shit. So I watched like the lead up and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm definitely not watching this shit, and I took it off. I skipped it and then like I like was like scrolling until like we saw like
the next scene.
Not yet. But to finish it off, this is more on a scary note. I know I talked about it before, but I got a little bit more information about the video, and a lot of people have been talking about this video, but it's the infamous, one of the scariest videos going viral right now, the haunted Elmo balloon video.
Okay.
So what happens in this video, for those of you who have seen it, for those of you who have not, basically what happens is that there's this woman, she's recording a balloon of an Elmo, and it looks like it's walking up the stairs, right? But what I didn't know is that there's more to it than that, just literally that video, because obviously that video is scary as fuck, right? You could feel the tension and the scary like vibe about it, but there's more to it. So this account on TikTok called Happy Rayness, which is this lady, her name is Ray, and she goes on to record different videos about shit that happens in her house and how her house is low-key haunted. So prior to the whole Elmo balloon shit, she shows a video of her knocking, and then something knocks back in her basement, bro. So she explains how a lot of weird shit has been going on in her house, and the reason why she got that balloon is to see if something would control it, to see if something would move the balloon. So she wanted to figure out if she was tripping or if something was really in her house. And the balloon video proved that there's dead ass something in her house. So I'm gonna show you the video of the knocking first, and then obviously I'm gonna show you guys, for those of you who haven't watched it, I'll show the Elmo balloon video.
I'm FaceTiming my son Andrew's iPad. I set it up in the basement where the knocking should be. Did you hear that? Yeah. Damn.
And there's more. Look.
Okay. All right. Right here. Did you hear that? Yeah. It's a solid knock. It's like a thick vibration. Yeah. I like felt it right under me. Gotta do it again. Okay, yeah. Do you hear the rhythm in the knock? It's very thick.
So what do you think about that so far?
I feel like it could be fake though.
That could easily be faked, right? But then, obviously, that's when she decides to get the balloon.
Yeah.
And there's multiple videos of the balloon.
Is that just that one?
Nope.
Stopped at the basement door again.
It always stops at the basement door. And where are the knocks coming from, bro?
The basement.
Like, it moves and shit. It moves, bro.
It's doing it again.
Bro. Bro.
Moving his fucking legs. Yo.
And then, you see, it's creeping its way to the fucking basement door, bro.
Wait,
Nah. That's the. I'm pretty sure that's the basement door, bro. You see?
Yeah.
See, it stopped. Because you see, the next video is it just stopping there.
Oh, hold on. Let me see. Let me see if it is. Oh, it doesn't show like a. So I'm trying to see like. Oh, it is. The guitar's right there.
Yes, bro.
Fuck. Well, guys, that does conclude today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. But before we do in the podcast, you already know, y'all Patreon shoutouts and y'all supporter shoutouts.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the Patreon. Shout out Daisy Dimer, Yadi Martinez, Grace Perez, Brian Barrios, Alex, Diego Aguilar, Gabe For Real, Gabe FR, whatever, Anthony Gomez, De La Chupo, Juliet, Ricardo Got That Gat, Misery Daddy, Jay, Anita Dick and Me, oh my gosh, Sweaty Butts, Yovi Santiago, Josh._.0103, Tu Papi El Comal, Juanita Lascano, Tiana Martinez, 88 Fallen, Arnulfo Mendez, Rania Kumo, Brian Esquivel, Gustavo, Anita, Tita, Brianna and Marcos, Nadia Alston, Analisa Melculo, Leslie with the pink hair, Chiclina Lopez, Te la comes toda, Anaí, Álvaro Morales aka El Ceviche, The Throat Goat, Dixon Cider, Yola Prieto, Juan Medina, Jesus Chavez, Pascual Zuniga, Dixon Mayas, Jose Aguilera, Jaime Arroyo Bavera, Abel Mendoza, Miguelito, Jennifer Montelongo,
and that Space Guy.
We fucking love you guys.
Shout out to the people over on YouTube. Shout out to Matcha Jasmine. I'm an avid podcast listener, and I listen to a bunch of different ones. But y'all just have something that the convo / topics don't get boring. Shout out to you, Jasmine. Shout out to you for being an avid listener and a true supporter. I fucking love you, bro.
Love you, bro.
Shout out to GMTO Able on YouTube, bro. Y'all be shit. It's gonna die on me.
Shit. Oh shit! I hope I didn't press anything.
Nah, you're good.
Alright, cool.
Bro, y'all be helping me a lot through these tough times. Much love. If anybody's going through a tough time, listen to this. I hope that our little 2 hours distracts you from whatever you're going through. Even if it's just for 2 hours, it makes a difference.
Facts.
Shout out to Angel Baby Inks on YouTube. I always feel so motivated while watching y'all. Thank you so much.
Damn.
And I always see your comment too. So shout out to you for being a true supporter.
Big facts.
Shout out to Luis Macias 664. Y'all need to stop taking all these breaks. We need an episode every day if possible. If you got one every week, if you got one every day or every other day, y'all will get tired of us, and we don't want that. Shout out to the last one, Eliana Mora 3779. This segment definitely got me, especially watching it at 2 a.m. But anyways, love you guys. Always my fave podcast.
Love you.
Shout out to everybody who showed support on the previous episode and the episode before that, and the future episodes. Y'all keep me going for real, and yeah, I just had nothing more else to say. It's been your host George, aka Messiah Messiah.
It's been your host Ricardo, aka the Ricardo.
And do not let this podcast go.
Nice.